Hey folks, Mike and McGee here. In today's video, I've got to play catch up. I have never come this late in the season and had this much ground that still needed to have my clover planted. I feel like I'm behind, but I know that planting clover in February will work. I really need to get it in the ground. Early in February, it didn't work to get it in, and I was really hoping to. I was wanting to get it in right after we picked the corn, but the problem was right after we picked the corn, it rained, and then we got the worst winter storm of the year. Our lowest temperature was around 3 degrees. That would have hurt the clover if it had sprouted just before that happened. So I'm glad I didn't do that. We got snow, we got ice, we got freezing rain and sleet, we got it all. Now it's finally warming up a little bit. I'm not sure if it's even dry enough to get in here and disc. I'm not gonna mow it first. I'm just gonna disc right over the corn stalks and see if I can get this clover and this wheat in the ground, because that's my nitrogen for the following crop. I need to get moving. Let's do it. Crumbling a little bit, but you can make a dirt ball out of it and it won't crumble. So I can't go over it multiple times. I just got to hit it and get off of it. Let's hit it and get off of it. Problem is if the mud starts taking up between the disc blades. As long as it don't do that and it keeps discing, I'm okay. Really, no matter how wet it gets. But we can't have it bogging it up. Right now it's doing pretty good. It's getting a little bit of corn in there, but that's all right. We're just going to keep a hammering down on it and see what happens. Soybeans in the field here, disking all them soybeans in plus all of the corn stalks. That's gonna be good for it. All right, that got this field disced. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I never got clogged. My discs never stopped spinning. And the dirt turned up pretty good. By not cutting this field for silage, I'm able to put all them stalks back in the ground. That, with the soybeans, is really gonna help the humus, because corn stalks are real high in carbon, so they're gonna break down slowly. They're gonna really improve this soil. I'm tickled with the amount of soil I've got here now for the seed soil contact, but this ain't the only field. We gotta move on. So let's go see the next field. All right, here we are. This is my deer hunting spot. You see the blind back there. We cut silage off the center spot in this field. So we have both sides that got picked that I need to disc in the ground and get sowed back. The clover in this area is doing well with the wheat. We got clover and wheat coming up good. It looked better than this just a month ago before we had that hard freeze. But it'll come back and it'll probably outperform what I'm fixing to plant now. But we'll see in a later video when it comes up and how it does. But for now, I've got to get to work. I've got to get to disking. I'm very tickled that I'm not plugging up with mud, because that was my concern. Let's hit it. Those two fields done. I was really happy with how they turned out. Now I'm on the last one. That's the Hillside field. As I told you in the corn picking video, I'm only going to disc and plant clover between the corn, where the corn was last year. So I'm not even going to disc these stalks today. I'm going to disc in between. All we had was soybeans there. That's where we're going to have corn this year. Where corn was last year, we'll have soybeans this year. It's an intercropping rotation within the field. I like it. I don't know if you've ever done that or heard of it. But anyway, that keeps me able to disc these stalks now. I'm just going to run over one way and then back, and I'll be done with each one. I've got about 15 to 18 rows to do. I haven't actually counted. And we'll knock them out right now. Well, there we have it. Knocked that field out quick. I mean, that was easy, just having to hit boom, 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 boom down through there. I got that done. Now, I've got bare dirt, very moist bare dirt. I got rain coming tomorrow. I got seed setting in my corn crib, just waiting to be pulled out and used. It's time to plant some clover and some wheat. Let's do it. All right, we made it to the house. It's time to get this bar off of here. And we gotta get a spreader on here. This little jewel is awkward, but it ain't terribly heavy. You gotta put it this way right here, McGee. All right. Come on up. Come here. I've told you before, hooking up machinery is not my favorite. Not my favorite thing to do. But it sure beats spreading it by hand, I'll tell you right now. Next thing I want to do is actually hook up the PTO while I can get in here. Uh-huh. Gotcha. Got you. Now is when this little block of wood comes in handy. Pick it up, slide it under. All we like is this bar right here. Oh man, I got lucky. Very lucky it is in line. About got it. All right, there we go. All we like now is finishing. All right, we made it down here to the corn crib. This is all of my ground that I had to plant, so I can put every bit of this seed in. I better not put it in while it's open. I'll pour it right at the bottom. Oh, this bag was already open, but it's most of the bag here. I got 6 more bags left. I bought these back in the late summer. I do not like getting to where I need to plant and not being able to have my seed. I buy it while I can get it. That's the good thing about getting coated seeds. They're gonna stick with you. They ain't gonna go bad. It's gonna be almost 350 pounds of seed to go on these acres. I'm not sure if it's 3 acres or how much I'm putting on here. It don't really matter. With the crimson clover, you can go heavy on it. It don't hurt a thing. The whole reason that I use crimson clover, not only does it produce a ton of nitrogen, it does it in a hurry. You put it on, it grows full bloom, plow it under, boom, you've got it. I love it. Any other clover seed that you plant, it's gonna take forever to mature. White clover, red clover, which is not crimson clover, Ladina clover, all these different types of clover, you got to spend a year growing it in order to get that kind of nitrogen, not crimson. If you know anything about growing corn, You know, corn is a heavy nitrogen feeder. For me to be able to grow corn this many years without putting the added nitrogen on it proves that crimson clover is king. It's absolutely unbelievable. I think I'm going on 7 years, no nitrogen in that soil except crimson clover. Just last year I put soybeans. That could help some, but I'm banking on the clover. And also, if you know, I'm a very avid deer hunter, and my boys. Deer just happen to love this stuff. It comes up good in the fall. It gets good and lush before those really harsh cold weather days, and the deer just gobble it up. Here's the last bag. Roughly 350 pounds. I've got 3 bags of wheat I'm going to put on these fields because you need wheat to trigger the clover to produce the nitrogen. It doesn't have to be wheat, but some kind of crop that is not a nitrogen producer will trigger that. Could be ryegrass, could be anything. But I'm not going to mix my wheat in because I don't want uneven distribution. I'm going to put my clover on first, and then I'll get my wheat. Let's hit the field. All right, the clouds have already started to gather pretty well. One thing about these corn stalks, by waiting this late, they get very brittle and they disc up very nicely. So that was good to have them so brittle when I disc. So I'm expecting it to rain here a lot tonight and tomorrow. So I'm gonna spread this seed on. All the seed I've got's in this hopper. So if I fool around and spread it all on this field, I won't have enough for anything else. So I gotta be careful. I'm gonna spread it slowly, and I'm probably gonna do grid work like I did last year and go long ways, then go sideways. You'll see. Let's knock it out. All right, that took just under 20 minutes to spread. I think I used about 1/3 of it, something like that, maybe a little more, which is fine because the rest of these fields aren't quite as big. So I'm gonna go lay it on it. I think I'm gonna do the hillside field first. That way I can just go zip, zip, zip them through there. And then I'll take a little bit of inventory and see. I'll just probably put the rest on those other fields, just lam them on there. Looking at the ground, it looks like we got pretty good coverage. That's what I'm looking for. All right, here we are. Beautiful dirt. First thing is engage the video. Let's bring up this bring this up where I can reach it. Drop it down to about a 1. I gotta lower this because we're slinging it too far. And here we go. going to drive on the left-hand side because I've noticed that this does not spread very much on the left side of the tractor. So I'll keep it where it'll shoot it over like that. We should be good to go like that. Make us a quick left right here in front of the plum trees. There's a tight turn I barely got in. Now, come on now. Got plenty of product left. Looks like we're doing good. This is about 2 acres, but I'm only spreading a portion of it, probably a third of two-thirds of it. That's probably what I'm covering, about 2/3 of it. Yeah, I thought about doing this by hand, be a little more precise, but I believe I'm hitting it precise enough. And a whole lot quicker, a whole lot easier on this old man's body. I don't want no comments. Don't be dropping down in the comments. Tell me how young I am now. Looking it out. Beautiful dirt, absolutely gorgeous. Them soybeans rotting down in here is really gonna help. This clover is gonna grow right through it, fasten it to the ground. Boy, oh boy, it's gonna be good. Tight one. Beautiful, beautiful. Once the cold spell breaks and it warms up and you get to come out here and work this ground, you smell that dirt, there ain't nothing like it. It will literally make you happy. 2 more and I'll be done on this field. This is the bottom of the field. This is where all the rocks are. You look up through there, you just see stalks of corn, but there's going to be rows of clover all mixed in it. And the corn actually has clover growing in it too. So this place is going to be a beauty here about May. Last row right here. Oh yeah. Shut her down, Ethel. Now we'll head up the hill and hit them last 2 fields. are wheat. I picked it up this morning at the Livingston Garden Center. Miss Elisa up there is absolutely the best. She got me some good wheat here. Wow, it's got a mixture of stuff in it. I like. It's not just wheat, it's got Milo in there. Stuff I don't know what is. It's called feed grains. There's always a slight possibility it won't come up because it's not made for absolute seed purposes. It's made for feed purposes. But that's a chance I'm willing to take. That's very interesting. There's a goat turd, a literal goat turd in there. Well, you can't beat that. I'm spreading fertilizer in multiple ways. I'll let y'all take a look in here and see what you think about it. That's a beautiful conglomeration of seed and turds right there. Okay, look in here at this seed. What do you see?
Toy.
What kind of turd?
Looks like a goat one.
Yeah, that's a goat turd came in my seed. That means I'll be spreading fertilizer and planting at the same time. It's called feed. What did it say? Feed grains, wheat, whole feed wheat. I was looking to see if it said contains other things.
It sure looks like it contains other things.
Yeah. It's got, this right here is a sorghum grain known as millet, I think. Not millet, Milo. That's Milo. This is a soybean, I believe. Obviously corn.
I saw a black seed in there. A little bitty black one.
There ain't no telling what all's in here. I sure am excited because I'm just gonna put it out, let it come up and plow it down in May.
Yeah.
And that turd, I just can't get over that turd. Oh. There's a little black seed.
Is that morning glory?
It might be morning glory or it might be, what's the three-cornered? Buckwheat. Buckwheat is also shaped like that. But I think it's morning glory, but I don't know. It don't matter. All right. I'm gonna go spread it on and I'll be done for today. All right. Caleb, tell the people what you skinned today. What did you skin? A skunk? Boy, that's good. I like skunk skinning. Did anybody skin the raccoon yet?
No.
Oh boy, better get him on it before the belly turns blue. All right, see you. right, I got that done. Starting to sprinkle already. I'm amazed by that. It wasn't supposed to start raining really till tonight. And it may stop. It's just interesting that I'm feeling some sprinkles, but I've got just a little bit of seed left. So I'm going to come down here, spread a little bit on the food plot area that I had for the deer, where I had soybeans in and amongst the trees. So let's do it. I don't know if much of it'll grow, but it might. I did work the ground up here last fall. There's my tree stand. Didn't get to shoot a deer out of it this year, but throw a little seed out and see what happens. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. What have we here? Huh. May have to set a trap. I would like to catch something there. I don't like stuff boring holes in the field, I tell you. Not kosher. Head off back up in here and see what it looks like. There goes a squirrel. I'd love to burn that off someday. I don't know if I ever will. Hopefully he's around next fall when it's time to harvest them bad boys. Look at here. Scrape right under that licking branch right there. Ay, ay, ay. They're still doing that kind of stuff in February? I don't know. Folks, there you have it. We got it all spread. Started having trouble with this thing. If I throttled it down to spread slow, it just stopped turning. And I would have to throttle it up. It wouldn't start turning until I give it a push. I don't know why. So I had to spread the hillside at a higher RPMs than I wanted, which spread it way out. But that's okay. I just don't like that it's doing that because I have a feeling it's going to let me down at a very important, crucial moment. If you know what the problem is, drop down in the comments, let me know. I need to get that fixed. But as far as today, we've got our seed in the ground. We're ready for rain. I cannot wait to show you how successful this is coming up. But that'll be in the spring. That'll probably be in May. I can't wait. But that's all I got for you today. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.